I'm Christina Bergen, and I'm reading for Xanthippe.
Sandy Gardner, reading for Morona.
I'm Marcus De La Fuente. I'm reading for Antisthenes and Lamphicles.
I'm Jeremy Johnson. I'm reading for Alcibiades and the narrator. Scene 3. Xanthippe is scrubbing the floor in a room of the house while her son Lamphicles runs around holding a bowl as a toy.
Lamphicles, I already told you once, and I'm not going to tell you again, young man. Put that down before you break it. She keeps on cleaning as he's running. He trips and drops the bowl and starts crying. She stands up. Now see what you've done? I told you to put that thing down before you broke it. Now go to your room this instant, young man, and don't come out until I tell you you can.
Well, I didn't mean to break it, Mommy.
Go to your room this instant. Young brats who don't listen to their mother don't need supper. You're going to grow up and be like your worthless father.
Running off. I hate you. I hate you. I wish you were dead.
Lamphicles, get back here right now, young man, and apologize. She slides down to a semi-seated position and just starts crying.
Enters hesitatingly. Xanthippe, are you all right? If this is a bad time, I can come back later.
She stands up and slowly regains her spirits, and she begins to talk. Morona, I don't know how much longer I can put up with this. It's the same thing every day. Socrates out on the town from morning till night, living it up with his rich friends, while the kids and I are stuck in this dump. He's a regular socialite. Hardly an evening even goes by when he hasn't gotten an invitation from another one of his no-good friends who doesn't have anything better to do than just get drunk every night. Well, I'm sick and tired of it. Do you know how hard it is to try to make a decent meal when there's no food in the house? Now the kids are starting to resent me because I'm the one who has to discipline them all the time. Well, since their father's never around. And you know how long it's been since I've had a new dress? I've been wearing this same damn rag since the day we were married. I never have anything new and pretty to wear at any of the festivals like all the other women. Whenever some rich old hag wants to put somebody down, she says, "Where'd she get that potato sack? She looks like the wife of Socrates."
Personally, I've never understood how you've been able to put up with things as long as you have. I would have murdered him a long time ago.
I've been trying to think of a way to come up with some money, since I can't count on my husband for anything. But I can't think of anything realistic. I've thought about becoming a housebreaker, but I don't know what'll happen to my kids if I get caught. I've even thought about setting up shop in the marketplace, but the problem is I don't know what I could do or sell. I'm no goddamn good at fortune telling except for predicting my own future, which doesn't look good. And when weaving and basket making have never been my strong points.
Arts and crafts are a decent way to make a living, to be sure, but there are older, more profitable professions.
You don't mean okay, hey, do you really think okay, but what would my children think if they found out their mother was
Tramp, harlot, slut, whore?
Thank you.
Who says you have to tell them? We have our little secrets.
I wouldn't, but somebody else would.
Well, it's just an idea. I'm only trying to help.
Oh, I know. Oh, what am I going to do?
We'll think of something. Okay, let's take stock of the situation. The way I see it, you've got 3 options. You can either leave him, sue him, or kill him.
But I can't leave him. Where would I go? I can't go home. My father's wedding present to me was this advice. You can marry that damn bum if you want, but when you finally figure out how worthless he is, don't come running home to me crying, which naturally made me want to marry him all the more at the time.
You could always go abroad.
What? And raise my children like beggars in a foreign country?
Well, that still leaves 2 options.
Then I have no choice at all. It's not worth killing him for the same reason it's not worth suing him. He doesn't have any money.
Good point. Wait, I've got it.
What?
Well, you know what they say? If you can't beat him, join him.
What do you mean? What do you want me to do? Abandon my kids every night and start tagging along with him in those drunken parties at Alcibiades?
Of course not. What I mean is, turn the tables on him and use his philosophy against him. Challenge him to a public debate and put his reputation on the line. Then, when he loses, he'll be so humiliated, he'll have to give up philosophizing forever. In other words, if you can't join him, beat him.
That's a great idea. It's perfect, as a matter of fact. But what if he won't agree to it?
Believe me, he'll agree. He knows that if he doesn't, you can make his life a living hell.
But I thought I already do make his life a living hell.
Yes, you do, and that's why it's in his best interest to agree to this debate. He's got nothing to lose and much to gain, namely peace and quiet. If he wins, you'll agree to stop hounding him about philosophy and let him spend all the time he wants babbling to his friends.
But what if I lose?
Then things will pretty much stay the same. Since that's what he does right now, I don't see how things could get worse.
You're right. But do you really think I could puddle it off? I mean, they say he's pretty good. You know what Aristophanes said about how he can make the worst argument defeat the better? They say he can make mincemeat of the most petty, low-life, slippery-tongued, weaselly lawyer you've ever met.
Of course. He's much worse than a lawyer. He's a philosopher.
But even Athena herself, then, wouldn't have a chance in Hades against him. And I'm just a country girl.
Don't worry, you're underestimating yourself, Xanthippe. You've got an even bigger advantage.
What? Please tell me.
Your mouth. All wives are naturally gifted at out-arguing their husbands. Don't tell me you didn't know that. If you claim otherwise, that's an assault upon our sex. What, were you an orphan child? Didn't your mother scold and nag your father all the time?
Yes.
And didn't she worry him and wear down his nerves until he was practically a walking vegetable?
Yeah, but he deserved it.
There! Now you're coming around. That's the spirit. Just remember, while Socrates is preparing himself for the debate by getting all calm and philosophical and detached, you work yourself up into a fury and let nature take its course. Just pretend he was out all night at a party and you were trapped at home and think of how upset you would be. Just get yourself all emotional and crazy. Really let yourself go wild. That should do the trick, no problem. In fact, I think I'm starting to pity the poor guy.
As she talks, she becomes increasingly furious. But he was out all night, that no-good bum. Not that it's anything new, of course. I'm always home slaving away, being the man and the woman of the house while he's off partying all over town with his damn friends. He can talk up a storm with all of his fine talk about being a good person, but if he's such a good husband and father, why are his wife and kids running around in rags, wondering where their next meal is going to come from?
Trust me, he doesn't have a prayer. You're going to blow him out of the water. Do half as well tomorrow, and your husband can kiss his days as a philosopher goodbye.